Hello, my name is Dr. Addison. If you are over 60 years old, I want you to listen carefully, because what I'm about to tell you could mean the difference between living with independence, moving with strength, enjoying the activities you love, or slowly losing your balance, your strength, and your freedom, without ever realizing it's happening. Every morning, in the very first hour after you wake up, something begins inside your body that most people don't even know exists. And this one process can quietly decide whether your legs stay strong or whether they weaken day after day. You see, as a physician who has worked with older adults for over 2 decades, I've seen this story play out again and again. A man who used to walk a mile every morning suddenly finds himself out of breath after just a block. A woman who loved tending her flowers suddenly finds it hard to bend and rise from the ground. A grandfather who never missed a game of catch with his grandchildren suddenly sits on the sidelines watching instead of playing. I'm almost always, when I ask them what they eat in the morning or if they eat at all, the answer tells me everything I need to know. Coffee? Maybe with a slice of toast? Sometimes nothing at all. Now here's what you might not realize. When you wake up, your body has been fasting for 7, 8, sometimes 10 hours. And when your body is short on energy, it has to find fuel somewhere. For younger people, this is not much of a problem. They have reserves, and their metabolism is flexible. But for older adults, the body often takes the easy path. It begins breaking down muscle, especially from your legs, because those are the largest muscles in your body. This process is called catabolism, literally the breakdown of tissue. And if you let this go on, day after day, year after year, you lose strength. You lose balance. You lose independence. I know that sounds frightening, and it is, but here's the part that gives me so much hope. You can stop this. You can reverse this. You can send your body the exact opposite signal. And the way you do it is not with expensive supplements, not with dangerous medications, not even with hours at the gym. The way you do it is far simpler. It is with the very first foods and the very first habits you choose each morning. Now, before I dive into those foods and habits, let me tell you a quick story. One of my patients, a gentleman named Harold, came to me at the age of 81. He said, "Dr. Addison, I've started using my cane more and more. My legs just don't feel steady. Am I destined for a walker?" I asked him a simple question. "Harold, what's breakfast look like for you?" He laughed and said, "Breakfast, that's easy black coffee. Sometimes I grab a cookie if my wife left them out." I told Harold something that shocked him. "Harold, your legs are breaking down every single morning before you even start your day." We worked together, we made some changes, and 3 months later, Harold was walking his dog again. No cane, no fear, just steady, confident steps. So what changed? He changed his morning. He interrupted the breakdown, and he gave his body the signal to rebuild. And that is exactly what I want for you. Now let's talk about those powerful foods. The first one is the whole egg. Not just the white, not just the yolk, both. Why? Because whole eggs are packed with leucine, the amino acid that flips the muscle-building switch. It is like turning the key in your car. Without it, nothing starts. With it, muscle repair begins. And eggs are rich in vitamin B12, which keeps the nerves in your legs firing smoothly. They carry iron, which delivers oxygen so your thighs don't fatigue so quickly. They carry vitamin D and choline, which help with balance and circulation. But here, something fascinating: studies from the University of Illinois have shown that older adults who eat whole eggs regularly experience better muscle response than those who eat protein shakes with the same amount of protein. Why? Because eggs provide the full orchestra of nutrients, not just the solo instrument. But I know what you're thinking. Dr. Addison, what about cholesterol? Let me be clear. For decades, eggs were unfairly blamed. But modern research shows that for most people, dietary cholesterol does not significantly affect blood cholesterol. What matters more is inflammation and sugar. Eggs do not fuel those problems. In fact, they fight them. Now, maybe you don't like eggs, or you want variety. The second food is oatmeal, but not the instant packets full of sugar. I'm talking about real oats, cooked slow or soaked overnight. This fiber steadies your blood sugar. Why does that matter for your legs? 'Cause when your sugar swings up and down, your body robs your muscles of nutrients. Stable blood sugar means steady fuel for steady muscles. And when you add chia seeds to your oatmeal, just 1 tablespoon, you are adding omega-3 south, magnesium, potassium, and hydration. Chia seeds absorb water and create a gel that keeps your muscles hydrated. Add berries on top, and you've got antioxidants that calm the silent inflammation that weakens muscles as we age.
Now, let's pause for a moment because I want you to imagine something.
Imagine walking outside on a warm morning, feeling your legs strong and stable beneath you. Imagine not worrying about tripping on the sidewalk, not worrying about whether you'll be able to climb the steps when you get home. That kind of confidence begins with simple choices, like choosing oatmeal with chia and berries over sugary cereal. The third food might surprise you. It is the banana. Almost too simple, right? And potassium is like electricity for your muscles. Without it, your contractions misfire. You'll feel cramps, twitches, maybe even weakness. With it, your legs contract smoothly. Bananas also regulate fluid balance, which prevents stiffness and dehydration. I always recommend pairing bananas with a protein or fat like Greek yogurt, or a handful of nuts to slow the release of sugar. And for those with diabetes, slightly underripe bananas are best, because they digest more slowly. Which brings me to my fourth food, Greek yogurt. This is one of the most powerful breakfasts for seniors. Why? Because it is double the protein of regular yogurt, and that protein is rich in leucine for immediate repair and casein for long, slow release. It also carries calcium and vitamin D for bones and nerves, and probiotics to improve gut health. A healthy gut absorbs more nutrients, fights inflammation, and supports stronger muscles. Just be careful, skip the sugary flavored yogurts. Plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt is the way to go. Add cinnamon, berries, or chia to flavor it naturally. And the fifth food is one most people don't think of for breakfast: the sweet potato. These orange treasures are full of complex carbs that refuel your muscles slowly and steadily. They don't cause a spike and crash like white bread. And when you sprinkle a pinch of mineral-rich salt, you give your body over 80 trace minerals that regulate hydration, nerve signals, muscle contractions. A warm steamed sweet potato with a pinch of mineral salt about 10 minutes after your morning water can make your legs feel steady and alive. Now, foods are half the story. The other half are habits. And I teach my patients 5 habits that change everything. Drink warm water with a pinch of mineral salt. First thing, rehydrate, replace electrolytes, prevent cramps. Take 3 minutes to activate your legs, simple lifts and bends near a wall, to wake up your muscles and balance sensors. Don't rush out of bed, sit for 1 minute to let your blood pressure stabilize. Get sunlight in the morning, 5 to 10 minutes resets vitamin D, improves balance and mood. Don't delay food too long, even half an egg, a bite of yogurt, or a slice of sweet potato can stop muscle breakdown in its tracks. But let me warn you about mistakes, because I see them every day. Mistake 1. Black coffee on an empty stomach. This spikes cortisol, breaks down muscle, and leaves you jittery. Have your coffee but not alone. Mistake 2. Sugary cereals and white bread. They spike your blood sugar and then crash it, starving your muscles. Mistake 3. Skipping breakfast altogether. For younger people, maybe fasting works. But for older adults, it accelerates muscle breakdown, especially in the legs. So here is the truth I want you to remember. Each morning, you have a choice. You can choose to send your body a message of breakdown or a message of repair. You can choose weakness, or you can choose strength. You can choose dependence, or you can choose independence. I have seen what happens when people make the right choice. Margaret back in her garden, Harold walking his dog again. Maria, 75, climbing her stairs without fear. These are not miracles. These are the results of simple, powerful choices made every single morning. So let me ask you, what change will you make tomorrow morning? Will you add eggs? Will you swap cereal for oats? Will you drink water before coffee? Leave me a comment, because your story could inspire someone else to take their first step toward strength. And don't forget to subscribe, because in my next video, I'm going to reveal 3 so-called healthy foods that most seniors eat every single week. Foods that secretly accelerate muscle loss and nerve decline. You will be shocked when you hear what they are, because I can almost guarantee one of them is sitting in your kitchen right now. Until then, I'm Dr. Addison. Stay strong. stay steady. And remember, your best years of strength, of freedom, of independence can still be ahead of you.